So good morning, everybody. Paul is the co-host. He will take your questions as usual. If you write a question on the Zoom chat line, then Paul will pass them on to me. And please stay muted throughout, because the interference from more than one device is very disruptive. Okay, so there's still quite a lot of people coming in the door, coming in through the waiting room. So I'm going to leave Paul to handle that. And I'm going to start uploading our set of deals for today. Today's topic is responses over a 2-club opener. Now, there's many different responses, and I'm going to tell you about 4 of them. And we'll focus on the one that I like the best. So let's start with the very first deal. I'm going to say hello to my guinea pigs today. I've got a vacant seat, so I think that Kathy McQueen offered to sit here. So Kathy, if you're ready to jump in, we can start talking. And Kathy, are you here?
I'm here.
CMQ, what is it?
CQU.
CQU. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you're not on BBO yet, though. Okay.
I'm BBO coming.
Okay, very good. So in the meantime, we're going to look at Marissa's hand. I'm going to everybody see all the cards. And Marissa, how will you open the bidding here?
2 clubs.
2 clubs, very
2
good.
clubs, yeah.
Let's just check 4, 7, 10, 12, 15, 19, 22 points. So 2 big for 2, no trump, and we've got a nice 5-card major. How many losers? 1 spade, 1 heart, 1 diamond, 1 club. So it meets my 4 loser rule, which is good enough to open 2 clubs. So 2 clubs by Marissa. East and West are going to pass throughout. Now let's look at Tom's hand. He's got 7 points, but he's not allowed to pass 2 clubs, no matter, even if he had 0 points. He's not allowed to pass. So most of us play 2 diamonds waiting. In fact, when I teach beginners, I always say that after your partner opens 2 clubs, you can bid without even looking at your cards, because it's always 2 diamonds. So Tom is going to bid 2 diamonds. Okay. And now Marissa is going to describe her hand. She has 5 spades, so she's going to bid her spades. And now Tom's going to consider his cards. He's got 4, 6, 9 points. Game is guaranteed. He's got 1, his partner only needs 1 trick from him to make game. And when he looks at his cards, he can count the ace of clubs and the queen of spades. These are cover cards. They cover losers in his partner's hand. And his king of diamonds might even be a good card. So game is guaranteed. Slam is a possibility. So the strongest bid he can make is just going up 1 level to 3 spades. Why 3 spades and not game? Because this leaves room to Q bid on the way to 4 spades and maybe more. So Marissa is going to bid 4 diamonds to say, I have control of the diamond suit. And now Tom has to be the one to take charge, because he's got clubs and his partner's got diamonds, and his partner's got a very good hand. This king of diamonds is going to be a very important card to help his partner in diamonds. So Tom is going to take charge and just find out how many key cards North has. So 4, no trump.
Okay.
And
1,
now, how many key cards?
2, 3.
3 key cards. How do we show that?
5 diamonds.
5 diamonds, 0 or 3. Now, Tom has to say to himself, could my partner have 0? Absolutely not. She opened 2 clubs. So she definitely got 3. I've got 1, that's 4, and I've got the queen. It looks like it's a good bet for bidding 6 spades. So 6 spades. And now are we going to make it? Pass, pass, pass. Well, no spade losers. We have to lose 1 heart by the look of it. And we can get rid of a heart. If we look at the diamond suit, we've got the king and the ace, queen, jack, 3 versus 2. One of these hearts will go on the diamond. And we're going to have to rough clubs, but there's a good play to make 6. So bidding 2 diamonds waiting, allowed us to find the slam. It's not completely scientific, but it allowed us. So I also have to tell you that there's another system that I don't approve of at all, but it's very popular in our area. And that is that 2 hearts is a bust. And the way that would work is like this: 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, not a bust. So straight away, Marissa knows that we have at least 1 good trick for her. And then she can go on in the same way. But she will already know that. And now it might go a little bit differently later in the sequence. The reason I don't like it is if he did not have an ace or a king, then he would bid 2 hearts to say, I'm bust. And if his partner had a heart suit, he might very well end up as a declarer in a suit, and he's bust, and the good hand is on the table, and the defense can see everything they need to know. So I'm not so keen on that one. In fact, I refuse to play it. So unless I'm playing it with a student who doesn't know anything else. And I think, who the dickens taught that person? We're now going to go on to yet a 3rd variation. It's going to be the exact same hand. And this time we're going to play what is called steps, step responses. And this is not step controls, this is step responses based on point count. Okay, we're going to have to go around the table until we get back to Marissa. It automatically changed the dealer. I don't know why that should happen. Okay, so 2 clubs again. Now it's the exact same hand. So this time, how many points does Tom have? 9. So we go up in in increments of 3 points. So 2 diamonds would be 0 to 3. 2 hearts would be 4 to 6. 2 spades is 7 to 9. So Tom has 9 points. So he's going to bid 2 spades. And now his partner knows he's got 7 to 9 points. Of course, he doesn't know where they are. And he has to do a lot of brain work figuring out exactly what the points might be. Nevertheless, he's going to bid 3 spades, because Marissa's going to bid 3 spades because that's her suit. And now Tom has a fit. So he's told his point count. So he's going to bid 4 spades to tell Marissa that we have a fit in spades. And now Marissa's got 4, 7, 10, 12, 15, 16, 18, 22, and her partner has 7 to 9. So we've got 29 to 31. We're definitely in that 30 category. And Marissa has nice controls in all 4 suits. So good enough to ask, when you can count to 30 points between the 2 hands, you can, what I call, you're smelling a slam. No guarantee that we'll get there, no guarantee that we'll make it, but we at least want to inquire. So this time Marissa is going to inquire with 4 no trump. Tell me about your hand. Do you have any key cards? So what does he have? he has one key card. So with one key card, we're playing 1430. He can bid 5 clubs. Thank you, Tom. And now Marissa has to say, okay, he's only got 1. So we've got 3. So he's got 1, that's 4. 4 is pretty good, but not if we have to miss an ace and the queen of spades. So let me ask him if he has the queen. So how do we do that? We bid the next cheapest suit after 5 clubs, which is 5 diamonds. Partner, do you have the queen of spades? Now, does he have it? Yes. And furthermore, he also has a king. So if he didn't have the queen, he would bid 5 spades. If he had the queen, but no kings, he would bid 6 spades. But here he has a queen and a king. So he's going to show the king. And he does it by bidding the suit in which he holds the king. So 6 diamonds says, yes, I have the queen of spades and I have the king of diamonds. Anything else you want to know? And partner just says, 6 spades. I'm very content with that. I know we're off an ace. Wish me luck, partner. And as we saw a moment ago, 6 spades is going to make. But I think this is a much nicer auction than the 1 over 2 diamonds waiting. So any questions so far?
This does have the problem of South being the declarer.
It does. But then you see, when we get to the right place, I always say, would you rather be in the right place with the wrong hand exposed, or do you want to be in the wrong contract?
I think that's clear.
Okay. So there's advantages and disadvantages always. The 2 diamonds waiting means that the strong hand is always concealed because they're going to bid 2 no trump or bid their major. And so they will always be the declarer. So it does have that disadvantage, but so be it. And, you know, we could end up in 6 no trump if that were the thing to do. North could always put it to 6 no trump.
Right.
Okay, so let's go on to the next iteration. There is basically 4 things. 2 diamonds waiting, 2 hearts is a bust, no trick to help declarer. Point count in steps of 3, diamonds 0 to 3, hearts 4 to 6, spades 7 to 9, 2 no trump would be 10 to 12. And I guess 3 clubs is 13 or more. But now let's go on to the system that I currently play. And since I've started playing it regularly, it's the only one that I want to use. It's what I recommend. And this is called controls. Now, if you look it up in the Granovetter book, they will call it step responses. But I always learned that the point count was steps and that this is controls. So I'll preface this by saying, because it's the same hand again, a control here with respect to responses over 2 clubs, a king is defined as 1 control and an ace is defined as 2 controls. And so we're going to go up the line. So I'm going to tell you that after 2 clubs, 2 diamonds is 0 or 1 control. So no ace, 1 or no kings. Hearts is 2 controls. So see if you can do the math. An ace is 2 controls and a king is 1 control. So a response of 2 hearts is either 1 ace or 2 kings. The next step up is spades. And here we're very clever. It's 3 controls. So how can you make 3? Well, it could be 1 ace and 1 king. That would be 3. Or it could be 3 kings. So the powers that be have decreed, and this is not in the Granovetter book, but it's how we play, is that 2 spades is an ace and a king in the same suit. And 2 no trump is an ace and a king in different suits, or it's 3 kings. And 3 clubs is at least 4 controls or more. So let's see how that works out in practice. Marissa's going to open 2 clubs once again. It's the exact same hand.
Tom's the opener.
Oh, okay, we have to start with Tom. Pass, pass, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to look at Tom's hand. He's got the ace of clubs, so that's 2, and the king of diamonds, that's 3. 3 controls. It's either 2 spades or 2 no trump. Here we have an ace and a king in different suits. So that's better suited to no trump. So Tom's bid is going to be 2 no trump. Now here's what's so interesting. As soon as Marissa knows that he's got 3 controls, that's either 3 kings. Is that possible when she looks at her hand? No, she's got 3 kings. I never heard of a deck of cards with 6 kings in it. So he must have an ace and a king. So he's got either the ace of clubs or the ace of hearts, but he definitely has the king of diamonds. So this is pretty exciting for Marissa to know. So she's going to start bidding out her hand now. So three spades by Marissa. Pass by Leslie. And Tom is going to bid 4 spades to show the fit. Now he's already told his hand. She knows the really important cards that he's got in his hand. So it's very easy for Marissa to say, how many key cards do you have? She knows that we're missing an ace, but she's on her way to finding out about the Queen of Spades. So 4 no trump. And it's going to be exactly the same auction as when we started with step responses. 5 clubs. Five diamonds. Do you have the queen? Yes, I do. And I also have the king of diamonds. Bingo, thinks Marissa. 6 spades. She knows exactly what cards her partner has. She knows he's got the ace of clubs, the king of diamonds, that's 7, and the queen of spades, that's 9. She has no jacks and no other queens, but she really knows exactly what's going on and can place the contract very comfortably in 6 spades.
And how do you alert this? I mean, because it looks very specific.
Well, you have to alert the 2 no trump response. 2 clubs, everybody knows, is a big hand. Whatever Tom bids over your 2 clubs must be alerted. And you can explain he's got an ace and a king in different suits.
Okay.
I believe in full disclosure. 3 controls is not helpful. You know specifically that they're different suits.
Yes.
3 spades, not alertable, natural. 4 spades, natural. 5 clubs, as you know, we don't need to explain the meaning of our 4 no trump responses until the auction is over. So once we get to 6 spades and there are 3 passes in a row, usually the declarer will say 5 diamonds shows 0 or 3, or he's got the ace of, he's got 1 ace and the king of diamonds. You don't have to say, you know, which ace it is. So the only alert was the 2 no trump bid. So as somebody said to me the other day, one of my very new students, this is a different language. And it is, it's the language of bridge. Because as you all know, we've only got 35 bids plus double and redouble in the box. And we have to account for billions of hands, billions of combinations of cards. So different sequences mean different things. And here we got to a very nice 6-spade slam. So any questions so far?
We have a number of questions.
Yes.
Okay, they're coming in left and right. I have a question going back to the steps bid. Should we hold that for later?
No, you can ask it now, get it out of the way.
Dot wants to know with the alert, what are the alerts with steps?
Same thing, you have to alert those responses because they say nothing about the suit being bid. It's a specific point count. So you have to alert it.
Okay, and Nikki is asking, and perhaps, I don't know if you want to do it now, to repeat all the options after the 2 club opening.
Okay, so the 4 options that we've discussed are 2 diamonds waiting, which is what I teach to all new players. And you can play 2 diamonds waiting for the rest of your life and get to your slams. The next option is 2 hearts is a bust, which means that if you bid diamonds, you have a trick, an ace or a king or something, at least 1 king. So you have a trick for your partner. The next option is steps based on point count, and we go up in 3-step increments. And the 4th one that I recommend the most is controls, where a king is 1 control and an ace is 2. So those are the 4 choices: 2 diamonds waiting, 2 hearts is a bust, point count steps, or control steps. Okay,
Additional questions.
sorry,
I have additional questions.
go ahead.
Please repeat what response would be with the Queen of Spades, but no King of Diamonds.
Okay, so when if we go back to here where for no trump asked for aces, which she already knew that the answer would be 5 clubs because he's got 1. She already, Tom already told Marissa that. So now she bid 5 diamonds to say, do you have the Queen of Trump? So let's take cases. No, I don't. The answer would be 5 of your suit, 5 spades. Yes, I do, but I do not have any kings. The answer would be 6 of your suit. Here, 6 spades. But if you have if you have the queen and you have a king, you bid the cheapest king available. So here, Tom bid 6 diamonds, which said he did not have the king of hearts. He does not have the king of clubs, but he does have the king of diamonds. Okay, next question.
Okay. Rosemary, you said that North knows that South has no jacks. Judy would like to know how you know that.
Because when we did, I think that was on the other hand, when we did 7 to 9, we counted 9 points specifically because he showed, he said he had 7 to 9 points. And in the subsequent auction, he showed the ace of clubs, which is 4, the queen of spades, which is 2, that makes 6, and the king of diamonds, which makes 9. So when we played point count responses, she knew that he had no other queen or jack. That is not the case on this one, because he's shown her the ace of clubs. I mean, he showed her all of these. He might have a jack as well. She doesn't know.
Okay, next question. Billy wants to know, how do you show no controls?
We bid 2 diamonds to say 0 or 1. It's the only one we double up on, 0 or 1.
Okay. This one you've done. Next question. Let's go back here. Oh, on the person that asked you to repeat the options after the 2 club opening, she's saying, I mean, what are the options in the controls?
I don't understand the question.
Okay,
Controls are that a king is 1 and an ace is 2. So over two clubs, two diamonds says 0 or 1. Hearts says 2. Spades says 3. 2 no trump is also 3, but a different different mix. And 4 clubs is 4 or more. Those are the options, and we play controls over two clubs.
Okay, next
What's the
question.
difference between spades and no trump?
Spades is the ace and king of the same suit, and 2 no trump is the ace and king of different suits as they are here, or 3 kings. So how can partner tell? Well, Marissa only had to look at her hand. She has 3 kings, so she knows her partner does not have 3 kings. Therefore, he has an ace and a king in different suits. So she now knows he's got the missing king, which is the king of diamonds, and either the ace of clubs or the ace of hearts.
A new question. One of our Judys would like to know, oops, this keeps skipping around. What about second negative to say bad hand?
Well, we can show our first negative by bidding 2 diamonds, because that says I don't have an ace, or I might have a king, but I don't have an ace. So that's where it comes in.
Okay, another request to repeat the control steps after 2 clubs.
Okay, so 2 diamonds is 0 or 1. This is the last time I'm going to say it before I move on. 2 diamonds is 0 or 1. 2 hearts is 2. That's either 1 ace or 2 kings. 2 spades is 3. Specifically, ace, king, same suit. 2 no trump is also 3. 3 kings or ace and king in 2 different suits. 3 clubs is 4 controls or more. Okay. Any other questions, Paul?
Just a note from the elf that all of this will be in the cheat sheet. And then a question, if you don't have queen or any kings, what would your response be?
Well, I think that person isn't listening,
Diamonds.
because if you don't have anything, you bid 2 diamonds. And this says, I do not have an ace. I may have 1 king. I may or may not have a king. I might have queens and jacks, but I do not have an ace, and I may or may not have a king. So we're going to move on to the next deal. Okay. So looking at Marissa's hand, she's missing the ace of spades, the ace of clubs, and the king of diamonds. 3 losers. How should she open the bidding? What a surprise, 2 clubs. Now let's all look at Tom's hand. What is poor Tom to do? Well, he has no ace. He has no king. So he doesn't even need to look any further. He bids 2 diamonds. This says, partner, I do not have an ace. I may or may not have a king. 2 spades by Marissa. Now, I personally would bid 4 spades because I have a fit and I don't want the opponents to come in thinking I've got nothing. I've got a fit with my partner. Good luck, partner. God bless. And jumping to 4 spades immediately says, you know I have nothing. I just hope you can make it. Okay. So what is going to be the opening lead? Queen of Hearts. Okay, so on the lie of the cards, we have to lose the Ace of Spades and the Ace of Clubs and the King of Diamonds. So we can never get to the dummy to take a finesse. We just have to give it up. But I think that we'll make 10 tricks. So we have to be brave. When we have a fit, just bid it. Your partner often has game in her own hand.
Question, please.
Yes.
Okay, the two spade bid is guaranteeing 5, but you have more. You wouldn't go up on the opening bid?
Absolutely not. Because two spades is forcing. Two spades is 100% forcing. So we have to leave room. I mean, we have to leave room to explore for other things. So two spades is enough. And if Tom were to pass two spades, he'd be locked out of the bridge club for a week. Okay, because you're not allowed to pass until you're at least only one below game. So if it went two clubs, two diamonds, two spades, 3 clubs, I've got nothing. 3 spades, you're allowed to pass that. And I have seen that done with such a bad hand, but here she rock and rolled her way to 4 spades regardless.
And if South only had 2.
If he didn't have a fit, he would have to bid 3 clubs. Say, I don't have a fit with you. Do something else. Okay, let's move on. Finally, Leslie's saying, I have some work to do. Now we're going to see if everybody at the table has been paying attention. Okay, so let's look at Kathy's hand. We're going to let Kathy answer the question. I mean, to show her hand, show her controls, and we'll see if she gets it right.
You want me to do the controls though, not my usual 2 diamond, correct?
This is a lesson on controls.
Okey doke.
I don't know if you remember it, if you have it written down, but an ace is 2 controls. So we just go up the bidding ladder. Diamonds is 0 or 1, hearts is 2.
2, so I have 1, so
Oh, you have 2. You have an ace, which is 2. So there's 2 hearts, correct. So 3 hearts is her suit. So do you have a fit with her hearts? Yes. So you're going to bid game in hearts. You have a fit with her. Okay. So now what is Leslie going to do? She knows her partner has 1 ace or 2 kings. Which is it? It's 1 ace.
It can't be 2 kings.
It can't be 2 kings. So it's 1 ace. So how does that make you feel? Is there a slam or not?
No, definitely not.
There's no slam because we're missing 2 aces. So 4 hearts is all she wrote. Okay. Are we going to make 4 hearts? Well, we have to lose a spade and maybe 2 clubs. So 4 hearts we can make, but not a penny more. Any questions on this deal? Okay, we're moving on.
A ace and king of the same suit. That's two spades.
Right. Very good. So Tom already knows what his partner has. What does she have, Tom? What controls does your partner have? I'm asking Tom.
Sorry, I was muted. I answered the question. It's ace and king of clubs.
Ace and king of clubs. How does that make you feel?
Very good.
Very good indeed. Yes. Okay. So let's see how the auction progresses. I've hidden the cards to make it a little bit nastier for you. So 3 hearts.
How do I give the fate? Because I have to. Do I
You have to bid 4 hearts.
have to bid 4 hearts?
Here's the thing. In bridge, most of the time we find a fit and then decide how high to go. In precision bridge, they decide how high to go and then find the fit. Now here, once we play controls, we're a little bit of both, because we're finding out how high to go the moment that we bid 2 clubs and our partner responds. We have an idea of how high to go. So when you think about it, when Tom looks at his hand, now he knows there's a fit. He knows that he's got control of spades, all the hearts. His partner's got the ace and king of clubs. And he's got these diamonds. So it's on a finesse. And there's a good chance that he can make a slam. So he can just bid 6 spades, 6 hearts. It's on a finesse, but you know, he knows that she doesn't have the king of diamonds. So he knows it's on a finesse, but he's got control. And maybe they'll lead a diamond, you never know. That would be helpful. So 6 hearts. Okay, so what are you going to lead, Kathy?
Can I lead a diamond?
Yes, you can lead a diamond.
Oh, wrong hand.
Marissa, you have to pass.
Marissa, pass.
Yes,
And the-
everybody has to pass first.
Yes, so.
And Leslie, thank you.
There you go.
So, well, if you're going to lead a diamond, you must lead the jack.
Okay.
The 10.
Uh.
The 10 denies holding the jack. Or you have to ask for an undo. Thank you.
Undo rejected.
Try it again.
No, cancel. Undo.
Okay,
Undo.
I'm doing this.
Who's doing that?
I don't know. Okay, so here you are. She made a very normal lead and it's coming right into her jack of diamonds. Now, if she'd led a club, we've got the queen and the jack and the 8 to get over to the ace, and one of the diamonds would go on the king. Or we could take a finesse of diamonds ourselves if we had to. So the hand is always going to make 6. So we got there very nicely. I'll just review the bidding. Starting with South, 2 clubs, 2 spades, ace and king of the same suit, 3 hearts, that's my suit, 4 hearts, I have a fit with you, 6 hearts, I'm pretty confident I can make it. So very nice slam. Okay, perfect bid, Kathy. Very nice. So what does Leslie's two-note trumpet say? 3 controls, 3 kings, or ace and king of a different suit. So when Kathy looks at her hand, She knows exactly what her partner has. Her partner's got the ace of diamonds and the king of spades. I think all the kibitzers could work that out. So now where are we going to be?
I want to be in no trump though,
You do.
don't I? Yeah,
You want to be in no trump.
yeah. So do I just go on? Can I say 3 no trump?
You can say 3 no trump, but you might
Which I did.
start going higher. Well, you know, you've got 3 short spade tricks, 2 hearts is 5, 2 clubs is 7. I guess 3 no trump is the place. If she's got extras, she will advance herself. So how many points does West have, Leslie?
25.
Well, you don't know that she's got 25. She has at least 22. At least 22, right? And
Yes,
how many do you have?
I have, I thought I just counted 10.
10.
10,
So 32.
yes.
So you might want to bid 4 no trump to see if she's got a little bit more than 22, or you can bid 6 no trump if you want and pray.
What do you want me to do for the purpose of your class?
Either. I don't mind.
That's fine.
So 6 no trump.
Yeah.
So Tom is on lead. What are you going to lead against 6 no trump, Tom?
Well, I'm going to either lead the 6 of hearts or the queen of hearts. So,
Okay.
Marissa, you need to pass.
Sorry.
And I get to play it too.
Okay. Well, we're just going to talk about how we would play it.
Yeah.
So we're going to count tricks. 3 spades and 2 hearts is 5. And as long as we manage entries, we can get to the dummy and enjoy 4 club tricks. So that's 9. And we've got 2 diamond tricks. So that's 11. So how can we get our 12th trick? Well, we have to take a finesse in diamonds.
In diamonds, right.
And in order, it's a 2-way finesse. But we have control everywhere. So
Right.
at what point do we take this diamond finesse? Now, I'm going to tell you that usually we take a finesse as late in the hand as possible. But we've got to work on the clubs. We're going to need that diamond entry. We don't want to play our spades before we lose a trick. So we really need to win this heart trick and play on diamonds right away.
Mhm.
And then the hand is all over, because if you lose the diamond, you can win the continuation and you have the rest of the tricks. If you if the diamond finesse works, you can probably make 13.
Woo! Sorry.
I hope you don't do that in reality.
No, I'm by myself at home. I do a lot.
Okay, so you're going to make this contract. So very nice contract. Going on to the next deal.
It can be lonely here, you know, so I have to, you know, put a little excitement in. Marissa, knock it off.
Okay, so Tom's got 4 controls this time. 3 clubs. So 4 controls. So Marissa can look at her hand. I'll let everybody see it now. Marissa's going to look at her hand and say, 4 controls. That could be 4 kings. Well, it's not that. It could be 2 aces. Well, it's not that. So it must be 1 ace and 2 kings. So I can count the ace of clubs and the king of diamonds and the king of spades. I think I know where I'm going with this.
Mm. But I'll mention the hearts first. Oh,
Wait a minute, she's only got one king, right?
Right.
She's only
There-
got one king. So it might be the king of,
There's one king missing.
okay, so, right, I misspoke.
So do I beat the hearts first or what? Or do you want to see no trump?
I don't know, it's up to you.
Okay, fine.
Bid the hearts.
I will be heart, yeah.
Okay, 3 hearts. Notice how Tom just has to show the fit. He's already told his high cards, so his partner will know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know whether to go to no trump or to hearts.
Well, count your tricks. You've got 6 hearts
Yes,
and 2 clubs, because he's got the ace and king of clubs.
8.
And you've got maybe 3 tricks in, let's say he's got the king of diamonds. 3 tricks there, that's 11. What do we get to? 6 hearts.
Yeah.
2 clubs is 8, and 3 diamonds is 11, and the spade is 12. The ace of spades is 12. So you can undoubtedly make 6 no trump.
Yeah, okay, fine. Wow.
You want to get the extra 10 points. Okay.
That's because I was able to count 12 tricks. No?
Okay, yes. So Leslie's on lead.
Kathy has first.
Oh, Kathy, please pause.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, a good lead, leading the top of a sequence that's guaranteed to promote a trick for you is always good. The only problem with this hand is that we really have to be careful, because we can't cash all our diamonds before we cash the king of hearts. Now, while we're over here, while we have control over everything, if we want to be greedy, we can take a spade finesse. It's our only chance to take it.
Because it works. I can see it's going to work.
Or play a card.
Come on, Kitty, you're dead. So
Play a card. Okay.
Don't you wish all the cards are open for every hand?
All the time, right. Okay, so now you can go about your business, and the 7 of spades goes on the king of clubs.
yes,
But you
exactly.
don't have any clubs to get there.
No, I don't.
It's a diamond.
Heart.
You can cross to the king of diamonds. That's why I said you have to be very careful with a hand like this and
Yes.
do it in the right order so that you can get over here.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go on to the next deal.
Rosemary, I have a
Yes.
question.
And there's a comment, excuse me.
Okay, Leslie first.
What would have been wrong with taking the king of clubs after the ace?
Well, then you couldn't take the spade finesse.
You still can get to the king of diamonds from the 8 of diamonds in your hand.
You could not, if you cash the king of clubs, you cannot take the spade finesse, because if it loses, then here come the clubs.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay.
That's why I said it was your only chance to take it now.
Oh, okay, okay. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. And Paul, you said you had a question.
This is a comment. This person says, it seems like playing controls wrong sides the contract more than playing.
Occasionally it will.
Wrong side it more often bust.
No.
Reading as it's written. Rosemary seems, does not like two heart bust because it's likely to go wrong side. The controls seem to.
It-
So
it-
this
it
person
may-
wants to know why you like controls better.
I like controls better because the strong hand knows exactly what responder has and can place the contract advantageously. And that's what we're trying to show here. Occasionally, it will be, wrong-sided, to use that expression. But as I said earlier, would you rather have it wrong-sided or rather have the wrong contract?
Thank you.
So this is a way to precisely describe your holding and get to slams, or perhaps more importantly, stay out of slams that cannot make. Do you remember a hand with masses of points and we could not go higher than 4 hearts because neither partner had a stopper in control of one of the suits? So they were off two quick tricks in a particular suit. I don't remember which suit it was. So here we are, 2 hearts, 2 clubs, 2 hearts. So what does 2 hearts mean? 1 ace or 2 kings. So straight away, Leslie can see that she's got 3 kings. Her partner cannot have 2 kings, so her partner has the ace, and it's the ace of hearts. So Leslie is already smelling a slam. So North is going to pass. 2 spades. So don't you have a fit with your partner's spades, Kathy? So remember my question, how many fits do we need? And the answer to that, for those who are good at math, is 1. So we have an 8-card fit in spades. Your partner wants to know about that, not about your namby-pamby heart suit. You already told you had the ace. Now she wants to know if you had 3 spades to go with her collection. And you do. So you have to be an honorable partner and bid the fit. Okay. Marissa is going to pass.
Yes, I don't doubt
Now
it.
Leslie's going to take charge. So
And
on
here-
the way to 4 spades, she's going to see what you have to say. Maybe you've got another king you can show her on. Well, you've shown her.
No, she already told me her story.
She did, correct. So what are you going to do, Leslie?
I'll get yelled at for this, I know it.
Okay, 6 spades. Well, she's saying we've got 9 spades. And well, I'm missing the Queen of Hearts and I'm missing the King of Diamonds. I don't know about the Queen of Spades, but yeah, I'm reckless. I'll just bid it.
Well, as it turns out, the hand makes 7 because
Forget about how it turns out.
no. Okay.
So it would be more prudent, in my opinion, to ask about the Queen of Spades. You know that you've got 2 finessable suits, the red suits. You're missing the king and you're missing the Queen of Hearts. So that's 2 possible finesses. You don't know if your partner has those. So you ought to find out if she's got the Queen of Spades. You don't want to be missing that as well. So how can you get there? 4 no trump. So undo your 6 spades and we'll go back to 4 no trump. You know we have all 5 key cards, but you want to find out about the Queen of Trump.
Yeah.
So 4 no trump. So 1 key card, 5 clubs. Leslie's now going to ask about the Queen of Spades.
So I do it by bidding 5 diamonds? Is that
Correct, yes.
And I don't remember.
Okay, so no problem. We'll go over it together. 5 spades would say, I do not have the queen. 6
Okay.
spades says I have the queen and I do not have any other kings. And that's what you have. You've got the queen, but no king. So you can bid 6 spades.
Thank you.
Much more comfortable situation because, as I said earlier, you're missing you have to find the king of diamonds. You know she doesn't have it. You have to find the queen of hearts. Maybe she has it, but you're already on 1 finesse and you needed to know about the queen of spades. So now you'll take the chance and, well, you're in 6 spades and that's it. Okay. So of course it turns out very nicely. It does make 7 because we've got all the hearts that we didn't know about. But this is a more prudent, a more scientific way to reach the correct contract, the correct level. At this stage, we don't know how to find out about the queens. There's all sorts of very complicated tools that experts can use. There's something called the Romex spiral that bamboozled everybody. I once wrote a little article about it, but I would have to go back to the book to look to find out more about it. But that was invented by George Rosencrans of Mexico, very fine player, very wealthy businessman who hired professionals to be on his team or for him to be on their team. But he was a great student of the game, as they say, and he invented many fascinating tools and techniques, and he's written several books about them.
A general question, please.
Yes.
Ina wants to know, what do we do to put controls on the convention cards?
So if you look at the box for where you open 2 clubs, it's got a place for responses on the right, and you just put controls, the word controls there.
Thank you.
So that ended all the deals that I had set up to illustrate this point. So I think that you will agree with me that bidding controls is a very fine way for the very strong hand to get a very good sense of how high they should go. We know straight away if there's no possibility of a slam. The idea of opening 2 clubs is not just to get to game, but it's really to tell partner that if you've got more than 1 trick for me, we may have a slam so that we can get up there fast. We use up an extra room of bidding by starting with 2 clubs to say, I've got a monster. And so it's very helpful if responder can say straight off, well, I've got this good stuff, or I've got diddly. And game is as much as I can bear. And we know that almost immediately using controls. So I started playing it probably within the last couple of years. And now it's my absolutely favored method over a 2 club opener. Interestingly enough, I was looking for deals that I had played. And I've got all those folders that you tend to see. I show you my my deal archive. Although these things are in the way. Let me just move some stuff here. Can't get on it. If I go to my deal archive, people who are watching my screen can see all these folders with all sorts of topics and things. And so far, I haven't run out of space. So I've been collecting slam hands, slam bidding, smelling a slam. I thought that would be a nice topic one day. And I looked to see slams that Neil and I have reached, or Molly and I have reached. And not one of them began with 2 clubs, interestingly enough. They were all slams that we found. And I guess maybe that's why I thought they were worth saving, because they started quite innocuously, with just a 1-level opening bid. So we'll talk about some of those one day. And then, of course, these controls don't come into it because this is only what we do over a 2 club opener. Okay. So that ends the official part of today's lesson. So I'm going to stop recording now.